We're the world's biggest gamblers with 24 billion being lost, 14 billion on the pokies. But one of the fastest growing categories is online, which is particularly targeting children, and also the whole sports betting thing, which is indoctrinating children into the language and the culture of gambling, particularly with sport. So it's a massive problem, and we need massive reform to fix this. Aristocrat and Len Ainsworth were the founders of the Australian pokies manufacturing industry back in 1956 when they were legalised in New South Wales. They've been Australia's biggest pokies manufacturer for decades, and now the public company Aristocrat has moved into social gaming in a huge way. They bought Big Fish last year, and now they are the world's second biggest social gaming company. So they are targeting online gamblers with the social games, and there are many children who are now buying Aristocrat products and giving them money through their whole social gaming division. And this is a huge worry for those of us who are campaigning to try and reduce gambling harm and addiction. We've never had a generation of children so exposed to gambling as now, with the record level of gambling advertising on the television and on social media and online, plus all the screen devices and the online gambling options that are available. So we need massive reform. We need to ban all TV and gambling advertising like the Italians have done, and we need much stronger regulations on online gambling, things like banning the use of credit cards for any online gambling purchases. So huge reforms are needed because children are being indoctrinated and exposed, and increasingly are getting addicted even before they're 18 from all these new messaging and actual gambling opportunities available through the online world. So how did the gambling industry become so dominant with 24 billion a year in losses? Well, they've captured the political processes, they've captured the regulators, they've captured the political parties, they make huge political donations, they hire lots of former politicians to influence politicians and regulators to allow world record losses to continue in Australia, doing enormous harm to the community. So we need a ban on political donations by the gambling industry, and we need politicians of all sides to say they will never take another dollar from the gambling industry, just like most of them now say with tobacco. They don't take their donations and they don't work for big tobacco. At the end of the day, we need the federal government probably to compensate the states to get out of the gambling addiction business by replacing their revenues with some federal revenue funding, so that the states just stop taking $6 billion a year of the $24 billion which is lost by state or territory licensed gambling operators in Australia.